Today's one of those days. No theatrics. Getting straight to the point. The Knicks suffered another embarrassing loss today. 145-135 against a hot OKC Thunder team, give them credit, but 145 points given up in regulation, ladies and gentlemen. The embarrassing losses are starting to pile up. You have more and more questionable decision making by this coach. You have lackluster play, inconsistent play by a lot of players up and down. RJ gets benched, rightfully so. And I think the Thunder are still scoring at Madison Square Garden. The lights are off. It's dark in there, and they're still knocking down threes. They're still getting into the paint. They're still waltzing into the lane, scoring layups with the lights off. There was nothing out there that could help this Knicks team get a stop. They couldn't pray for a stop. Wide open threes, uncontested layups, extra effort plays. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, everybody who the Knicks dream about, never coming here. 21 points in the third quarter. Filleted everybody. Even when the Knicks scored 46 points in the first quarter, a franchise record, I was not even impressed. I was not impressed, Al, because I said, you know what? This is a matinee game. It's early. It's the first quarter. Nice alley-oop to Jericho Sims. I loved it. It's entertaining. This team's going to wake up, and let's see what happens when they start to play basketball. And what happened was, this team scored 43 points in the second quarter to get this thing back. 43 points in the third. And that's all they needed. 23 points in the fourth. It was all they needed. 145 points in regulation. Like I said, bro, the embarrassing losses are starting to mount up. And if this guy whose calling card is defense can't get his team to play defense, it's going to get late early for him. I'm telling you right now.
The downturn came once we pulled out the second unit in the second quarter, and the starters go back out there, and yet we leave Evan Fournier out there, who just shocking decision by Tibbs, where you know this team is young and is ready to go out there and move athletically, but yet we leave Fournier out there, and it wasn't just Fournier, it was the entire team. Yeah. But still, it's the decision making of, as you said, this guy's calling card is defense. 145 points to an OKC team? CP, coming into this game, it's so funny. Looking at these statistics, team-wide, the Knicks were 28th in three-point percentage. OKC coming tonight, 29th, 31.5%. Tonight, they decide to say, you know what? We need to get our shooting back on track, and who else?
Who better to do that than against the Knicks?
The worst three-point shooting defense out there. The New York Knicks. They shot 54.8%, 17 for 31 from three. They shot 62.5% in the field. We talk about being able to protect the paint. We know we can't protect the perimeter. Well, we couldn't even protect the paint. We couldn't do anything. SGA, Lou Dort. You don't even. James Robinson Earl was out here doing work. Got 17 points, man. Every one of those starters on OKC got double digits. Giddey, 24. SGA, 37. Lou Dort, 24. You got Poku. We even have Poku out here. Yeah. Getting some buckets.
Poku was getting busy on him. Getting busy on him.
And James Robinson Earl. Like, I get the benching of RJ. He was just having an abysmal game. Yeah. But you're telling me in the fourth quarter that we're going to now go with Evan Fournier. We need defense and we need efficient scoring. Yeah. And you're going to bench Jalen Brunson, who's been our most efficient player on this team. We need playmaking. We need scoring. And as much as Quick had it going, yes, he stays out there. Cam Reddish stays out there because he had it going too.
We'll talk about Cam in a little bit. Go ahead.
Check on Cam's back because he was carrying that team in the third quarter, bro. Because he was.
Tibbs got to go, man. The defensive rotations It's horrible. And remember from the last call, I said we should play Julius and OB at spurts. This was the game where we could have did that.
Yeah.
They didn't have a true five. The five was shooting the threes. Hartenstein was slow getting over to the rotations. Sims was slow getting. Sims had a good first half. He was catching the alleys, getting the boards, but they started hitting more threes, and we got to go with Julius and OB and keep those rotations, getting out to those three-point shooters. Because if we took away some of those threes and let them have twos, and we played the way we was playing on offense, it would have been a win. But they were just knocking down too many threes. Tibbs does not have the ear of the players anymore. You can see from when Rose conference, he was like, from when Rose was saying, oh, the communication has been lacking. And that's been your man for the past decade. If you ain't communicating with him, who are you communicating with?
Yeah, don't sound so kosher, man. Something's I don't know. I think he's losing them.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. We need another voice to, that's what I got, man. This was a rough one.
You know, it's been so interesting because over the 3 years, I've been saying the same thing the entire single time, right? Mm-hmm. You know, I knew the Randall thing was a crazy idea to do that. And the goal goes down to, you know, trying to win now when we're prematurely. And I think it's embarrassing, man. I think it's embarrassing. I think the front office has no excuse anymore. They have to blow this up. They have to. So like they had the 4 seed. They needed more playmaking to what Alex said. So they justified the signings of Fournier and Kemba. Mm-hmm. Okay. It didn't, they played, it didn't work, right? But then Derrick Rose was injured. So the front office was like, you know what? This team's still ready to win. Julius Randle just needs a point guard. Let's go out and get him a point guard. Now they got him a point guard, all right? And it still doesn't work, all right? And I understand where you're coming from. Like, let it marinate, right? Like, worst comes to worst, if they suck, like, we'll get a good draft pick. I understand where you're coming from, but Julius Randle needs to get traded. He needs to get traded at this deadline. It doesn't matter what it's for. It doesn't matter what you have to attach to it. He needs to get traded. Not only because of Obi Toppin needs more minutes, but it's the only hope for RJ Barrett to actually develop into a real player, because I don't know if RJ Barrett's just doesn't have the star potential, or because he's the third option playing with Randall, who clogs up the elbow every single play, preventing him to get his scoring lanes. I don't know if that's hindering him. Mm-hmm. You know, if you get rid of Randall, you get 20 extra shots for Cam, RJ, and Obi. And then if it doesn't work, you still get a good draft pick, and at least you clear him off the books. He needs to go, man. And the front office has no excuse at this point. You got a point guard. It doesn't work anymore, right? You need to make up for your mistakes, man. We still have 7 picks. We have all our draft picks. All we have to do is clear the books and embrace the development. And the only reason why they don't embrace the development is because of stupid fans who are casuals who just want to be entertained, all right? It's those fans that enable the front office to act in their own self-interest, right? How embarrassing, all right? They're going to put out a mid-product right now and try to lie to the fan base that we're ready to win now, trying to lie to the fan base. The fan base not that stupid, Leon. We know what's going on, all right? We got to blow it up, CP. I'm out.
Ari spitting facts right now. And, you know, I hate to I like to sprinkle in some positives when we can and with these callers, man, but everybody wants to talk about the same thing. So that is that for the show. Great job. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Knicks Weekly. Remember, go to manscaped.com, promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Also, remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format, all the major podcast platforms. So definitely give us a listen and leave us a review if you're an Apple Podcast listener, Spotify as well, man. So, Al, great show. We out of here, man. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.